may jiggle on the page. So you also want to ask him, do you ever see the print jiggle on the page? And I'm finding this problem is common. I have a class where the students learn how to design cattle handling facilities. I'm finding one or two of these in every single class out of 50 or 60 students. These students absolutely cannot draw. That's how I figure out that they got it. Then I pull them aside, I find out they've got this problem. Usually not doing too well in school either. You know, this is not just an autism thing. What are some simple things you can do? If you've got windows in the classroom, get them over by the window. If you're stuck in a room like this that has no windows, then you want to get a 100-watt old-fashioned incandescent lamp. And if you've got this problem, I'd be buying cases of lights, you know, cases of old-fashioned light bulbs, because it's going to be bad for about 10 years until we get the new high-frequency lighting technology, which isn't really here yet. Some simple things that you can do to fix this is use a laptop computer. Laptop computers do not flicker. iPads are probably okay. Kindles are okay. I'm getting good reports on them. But TV-type computers are horrible. And some of those older flat panels that got a fluorescent light inside, they're terrible too. Try printing the homework on pastel paper. That often helps. You know, light lavender might work for one person, maybe light blue or gray for another person. But one of the big things that helps a lot of people are the Irwin-colored lenses. I don't know how many people I find, you know, I'll find some lady and she's wearing pink glasses, and I start to question her, I find out those aren't for fashion. You know, and I ask her, fluorescent lights bother you? Do you hate driving at night? Do you ever see the print jiggle on the page? That's why she's wearing those glasses. Now the thing is, you gotta find the exact pale color that works. Oftentimes it's light pinks, light lavenders, light tans. I've sent a lot of students out sunglass shopping, and I had one student come back and she said, I got an A on my economics quiz because the PowerPoint slides no longer shake. I had a mother call me up. She had like a 6-year-old. She could tolerate maybe 5 minutes at the local Walmart before she had a screaming fit. And she tried on some little pink Disneyland glasses, and she can do an hour of shopping now. Well, you'd be kind of silly not to try this. I'm just talking about trying on different colored glasses. And the only advantage of the Irwin lenses themselves is you pick out the exact perfect color rather than the approximate color, which would probably work a little better. Now, oftentimes when you have sensory problems, some people are mono-channel. Can't see and hear at the same time. I have difficulty screening out background noise. I have a real bad time with that. Some people that remain nonverbal, they have body boundary problems, like I touch this, I turn away, I know where my hand is, and I know where this piece of plexiglass is. But you have a body boundary problem, you get tired, you may not be able to figure that out. People that have a lot of trouble with the visual system are often auditory thinkers. I'm a visual thinker, and you won't be a visual thinker if you have these problems with the visual system. You know, Donna Williams has written a lot about this. And the thing that's interesting is she does very beautiful abstract colored kind of art, but her sculpture's photorealistic. You see, there's feeling, you see touch, there's nothing wrong. You get someone with very severe sensory problems that's nonverbal, touch will often be their favorite sense because that gives them the most accurate information. That's why they're going around tapping stuff and smelling stuff, because those senses still actually work, where vision and hearing is a scrambled up mess. Now, scientists have learned a lot. I'm sorry to be looking at the slides, but I have to look at them and remember what's on there. And they've learned a lot. There's been a lot of research on the brain. And if you want to look into some of this research, go on the PubMed database. P-U-B-M-E-D. Also go on Google Scholar. Just go to Google and type in Google Scholar. Then click on the Scholar link, and now you can it screens out a lot of the kind of rubbishy websites. I hope I don't trip over this thing that holds up the screen. And you can look at some of the research on sensory and other things.